Okay. See if I can get this camera set up a little bit. Good. If I can even see that. Got my new little handy dandy thing here. Just need someone to come on and tell me if this is working.
Massachusetts homeowners, if you have a...
How's the audio? What's up? What's up, Josh? How's the audio, man? Audio good? Good. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, boy. Yeah, apparently. Oh, my goodness. Everybody's storming the cat. Can we get some better light on this reef tank? Let's see. How's that? It probably looks a little bit better on the reef tank. I have my new handy dandy MacBook Air I bought for my 40th birthday, which hasn't happened yet, but I bought it anyway. So hopefully I can see all the comments. And dilly to everybody who has joined on this lovely Friday night. Dilly. Let's see who's in the house. Gonna have to try to boom. Let's see, what do we got here? Josh B, Red Dead, Jeremy. What's up, buddy? Is that my Jeremy from hometown or what? American Reefing, my buddy Wrench Pelfrey. What's up? Yeah, Mr. Chef, right? I love it. What's up, Thomas? You asshole. Everybody doing great on this Friday night. How's your wife doing? Weird question, but I remember you saying she's a nurse. All good on the front. Yep, she just left for work literally 10 minutes ago. Huge sort of anxiety-ridden day. Every day she has to go to work. You know, she has weird schedules where she works. Like this weekend, she's working Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, and then Wednesday night. And so it's like all on top of it. But then sometimes she has huge stretches where she has off and like everything is fine. And then she goes to work, and I'm like, oh shit, all friggin' panicked out. Thanks for asking. Alex says, love your videos, man. They've helped me so much. I'm running a 40-gallon breeder. No sump, just like this bad boy. I decided to come in front of the salt tank to give the salt some love. This tank's been running forever on a hang-on back filter. Oh, see a little bit. I did clear it, most of it, with the water change, but that one little piece was bothering me right there. This thing's been going for over 5 years. It's moved from a house when I moved into this house 4 years ago this month. This one bubble tip right here, sometimes I kind of just like poke a little and get it to like shrink back into its foothold, and it makes the tank look way better. This guy I cannot get out of the tank. I just can't get him out. Dilly. What do we got here? Owen Carter says, how would 10 silver tip tetras and 10 cardinals in a 36-gallon tank with a MagnaFlow? Cardinals will be completely fine. Tetras, I have never really heard of the silver tip tetra, but I'm sure it's a small tetra, and it'll also be fine in a 36-gallon tank. 20 of those fish schooling, perfect. If those silver tip tetras get to be like 2.5, 3 inches, like the Buenos Aires tetras I have in my 135, then your tank is definitely not big enough. Yeah, geez, that's how far back my boy Pelfrey goes back all the way to. He remembers this exact tank being on African cichlid tank. I first started it. I got sand from my golf course, loaded it with granite from the woods, and stocked it with Mbuna. And we've been talking for years and years. It's weird. Like you talk to people on YouTube, but via Instagram and Facebook and everything, and you see pictures of their family, so you're like, hey, that guy's normal. He has kids. He doesn't look like a serial killer. And then you start talking to him all the time, and so we've sort of been pen pals for like 5 years, at least. How about the FX6 and FX4 on my 75? I would go with either one. Either one's fine. I have the FX6 on my 135, and it kicks ass. Legit. I love that filter. 100%. FX6 kicks ass. I want to move this so, like, I get that stupid plug out of the way. Is that possible? It's annoying me for some reason. I'm redoing my JBJ 30 all in one as we speak. Tank crashed back in June. I'm sorry, that sucks for sure. I have yet to have a tank completely crash. Knock on this pine right here. Oh, Alex remembers following it for his. I have a 40-gallon breeder. How big should my DIY canister filter be? Like Fluval 405 size, like half of a 5-gallon bucket, I would say, if you're doing it yourself. FX4 and a 75, yep, all day. Mike, I have both FX4 and FX6 on my 75. Yes, you are definitely in good shape. Oh, that's right. Pickles. It's almost pickle season. Not for actually like growing the pickles, because in Massachusetts it's friggin' snowing on April, whatever it is. Cheers to snow, right? Anywho, yes, I did send my boy some homemade pickles, which my dad grows the cukes from his garden, gives to me. I pickle them. I did improve that recipe, so this year's will be even better. Also says, I'm inspired to step up my cooking game because of you, but I can't cook chicken very well. Haha, I'll teach you. Anything you want to know, send me a link. I started up this whole second YouTube channel, Mike from Mass, because that's who I am. What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here. In hopes to do all these cooking and family videos and fishing videos and sort of just stuff I do like in the New England area. And I continue to do those things. I just don't put them on video and don't put them on that channel. So I am trying to get some time to maybe at night cook a dish, and then I could freeze it for obviously the next day, or put it in the fridge for the next day. But it's very difficult to cook and videotape the whole process with my crazy kids running around. But I am going to start doing that. It is a goal of mine to start. What do we got here? We got snow yesterday in Jersey. Yep. I heard Pennsylvania too got snow. So you guys are right down there. What's up, digging with Cruzy? Yeah, it's April. Can't accumulate. It just melts, right? Am I a Patriots fan? Yeah, 100%. Am I a Brady fan? Yes, although I am in a bit of a lover's quarrel with that asshole. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Patriots fan for life. Tom Brady, I'm very upset with you right now. Medusa, senior streaming live, but I can't wait to stick around because I got to get ready for work. But I just wanted to say what's up. Hope you're doing well, and I love your YouTube channel. Have a good night. Thank you, Medusa. Appreciate it. Rogers Aquariums. How do you keep the Kenya tree coral from taking over the tank? Easy. I pull it out of the tank and put it in my other saltwater tank, or I just throw pieces of it away. Usually I would give it to my friends or bring it to my local fish store, but since I'm on a lockdown here, once they start getting out of control, it's easy to transfer them to my other tank, and then when they really start getting out of control, I just dump it. I know. It's sad. It's a living thing, but you know what? What can I do? Right? What's my day job? What industry are you in? I've been a pharmacy technician. I was a chef for many, many years through college. I was a IV pharmacy tech, and then I became a manager, and now I'm in IS, and I support pharmacy applications for hospitals. Is my day job. Super fun, right, Josh B? But I get to work from home. I'm very lucky. 100% lucky on that. Raphael, hey, could you show us the 10-gallon nano? Yes, I did that last time too. Yeah, I'll bring the camera up and throw it over there. No problem. Yeah, go Tampa, right? Thumbs up, Jeremy. Thanks, Red Dad. I appreciate that. Hey, I love all my subs. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have. I maybe still would do this if I had like 3 subscribers, like maybe my 4 kids. 3 of them can probably subscribe, with the other one's only 4. He has an iPad. He can't subscribe. Alex Garcia just added my first corals to my system. Got a softy pack, 3 zoas, 1 wintergreen pipe coral, 1 purple star polyp. Any tips, advice? How do you regulate the purple star polyps? Thanks, man. Purple star polyps. Do you mean these like green star polyps here? I've never heard of a purple star polyp, but you want to keep them on an island. Keep them separated from your main rock, or they'll start to take over big time. Even though they're so beautiful, like green star polyps, in my opinion, are gorgeous. As far as just keeping corals, I have not had any great experiences with zoas. Sometimes they grow, sometimes they grow and die. Beautiful ones seem to just like take over the tank, and I'm like, oh my god, these things are so beautiful, and then all of a sudden they start to like wither away. My like mantra for my tanks, sorry, I'm super stuffed up today. My mantra for my tanks is keep it as simple as possible. Do the water changes and not buy expensive equipment and not have to constantly be putting in money to keep a tank that looks pretty. And so I usually get corals that grow in my tank. And if they don't grow in my tank, I don't repeat buy them. I just get corals that grow in the tank, really. What? Oop, someone retracted a message. Knoxville, Tennessee here. What's up? I got lots of family in Tennessee. Love me some Tennessee. Josh P. works in Canada. Similar industry in Canada. I have a 10-gallon tank with 1 male beta, 2 guppies, and 4 neon tetras. Do you think it's overstocked? I have a 10-gallon tank, 1 male beta, 2 guppies. That's pretty good. You're good. Good filtration is what I always say. Any advice for new upcoming YouTubers? I would say just be yourself. That's all I did. My wife works nights, like I've always said, and I can't leave the house because I got a bunch of kids. So I do fish tank stuff anyway, and I was just like, shit, I'll put it on YouTube. What's the worst that can happen? And, I got a few subscribers, people that are loyal, then became friends, and, you just take it from there. Just be yourself. If you're doing this for yourself and people enjoy it, then it makes you happy. There's no need to like force a video every 2 weeks. You gotta, or every week, or every twice a week, or this and that. If you're making a living out of it, then you have to do that, and I understand that too completely. So, just be yourself is my advice. As you can see, you just be yourself. Dilly dilly. Pelfrey says, just keep pumping out videos. You should feed Euphilia, frog spawn, hammers, and torches. Yeah, I do feed the tanks. What's up, Digging Recruzy? Dilly dilly. Have you ever experienced cloudy water? I just set up a 55 based on your 45 reef. Cloudy water has never been an issue as long as you're using your RO and mixing good salt. You can clean it up with carbon and filter floss really polishes the water nice. That's what I have in this one. Back here. It's still, on the camera, looks like a little cloudy. I wonder what just the lights even work. Oh, that's just straight blue. No. Tough to get this one on camera, like really good. Where are we here? No, I don't spot feed at all. I dump some max out in the tank a day before I do a water change. Let the tank like feed, let all the corals feed, dirty up the tank, if you will, dumping all this like really max SPS, LPS coral powder in the tank and just let it circulate through the tank. And then the next day I do a water change. And that's really all I feed. I don't spot feed. I stopped all that. I just want to keep it as simple as possible all the time. Do the little amount I possibly can while the tank is still looking good and satisfying to what I want to see. It's one thing to keep a tank. I've never been a fan of like keeping tanks just to have the fish. Like I want them to look good to me. So at the same time, I love keeping fish. Mm-mm. Where are we here? Yep. Agree. Filtration, filtration, filtration. Thank God Pelfrey's here with the wrench because I cannot. All right. I got all set up with the. How do I keep the sand clean? Gravel vac, as always. It's the only way to keep the sand clean in freshwater and saltwater. Yeah, sometimes it's a bacterial bloom for sure. I cannot convince your wife to help you do anything. Jeremy. Jeremy. Yeah, New Hampshire in quarantine. What's up, New England? No, there's already snow here tonight. It's going to be like 3 or 4 inches, and then it's just going to melt in a second because it's April. You know that. No, my clowns actually are pretty strange. These clowns are just about the original clowns in this tank. They're almost 5 years old, and they have always just swam like around everything. They've never been hosted by an enemy, or they've never gone near them. They don't like swim around in the GSP or anything. They just like stick together constantly and swim in and out of the caves and the shadows. And then they sleep way back in this corner on the sand, legit, like right next to each other, on top of each other, just like, like all night long. Epic wants to know what my email is so he can send me the red Neo shrimp. Hit me up on Mass Aquariums Facebook page or whatever my email is in the info here. That's easy. Got a question. I started using 2-part and my alk was 8. I used bulk reef calculator to raise it to 9. The next day my mag went high, almost 1500. Is that normal? Honestly, digging with Cruzy, I'm the wrong guy to ask. I have no clue. I don't test my water ever. I have all these expensive Hannah testers that my boy Kevin from Hannah gave to me. I have API master test kits. I've got test kits up the ying from when I used to own my aquarium box. I never test my water. I just do the eye test. Every day you look at your tank, you observe it. If something doesn't look right, something's off. And then I would maybe test. Start with the salinity, the temperature of the water, the lighting, and then go from there, because the tank's stable for me. So it's just water change, water change, water change on a maintenance schedule. And I'm replenishing what's being taken away. And you get yourself a little line on top, and you either get an auto top off like on my 13, or like every 4 days I just have to dump a little RO water in to make the filter reach. Like you can see right here, it's like going. So once you get a stable tank, you really don't. I don't test ever. I've never been one to test, even like years and years and years ago when you were supposed to start testing all the time. I don't test. I don't know what to tell you. It's terrible, but what are you gonna do? Why is my pH dropping? Went from an empty tank to 4 small fish. Only it's probably your tap water, I would say, is my guess. Oop. What's the best up-to-date fluval filter to use for a 125? I'm new to this. I would get 2 FX4s or 1 FX6. I think an FX6 should be able to take care of that, in my opinion. I love my FX6. It's awesome. It does a great job. How do you guys deal with diatoms? They'll go away on their own. It's new tank, Raphael, new tank. Brush them off. Freshwater, saltwater. What do you get with the diatoms? What's your diatome problems with either one? Yeah, definitely agree with Michael Carter. I don't like sumps. Raphael recommends a sump. I'm not a big sump fan. Such a pain in the ass, in my opinion, to clean out a sump. Or it's almost like another tank to take care of. I know they work wonders for all sorts of aquariums, but for me, I'm all good. I prefer big canister filters or a filter that I can just access real quick. I'm probably going to get, shunned in the saltwater aquarium hobby, but I know huge sumps for huge fish tanks are necessary. I understand that. I just don't like sumps. I have a beautiful sump over here from SC Aquariums, Southern California Aquariums, and I use it to store all my stuff because I don't like having sumps. I do have a sump from Custom Aquariums hooked up to my 135, which is also hooked up to an FX6, and I think the sump just hosts my snails and my baby crayfish and baby plecos that get sucked down into that thing. That's about all that is good for me at this point. Saltwater, it's going to go away then. It'll go away. It's just new tank syndrome. If you still have diatoms, just try to increase your flow around the tank, Raphael. Try to eliminate dead spots. As you can see, if you can see, I have a hang-on back blowing this way. I have a circulation pump blowing down here. I have a wave maker in the back left blowing this way. So if you're kind of just making like one constant circle, there's constant flow in the tank, and you're trying to eliminate dead spots, where your diatoms will accumulate, basically, if that makes sense to you. Nano, yep. One pump should all you should need. If I was setting up a 180 or 210, would I go with a sump or two canisters? Saltwater tank, Mike, I would go with a big sump. Freshwater tank, I would go with canisters all day. You can get away with packing those canisters with everything they need for freshwater fish and not having to clean them but once or twice a year. As long as you're feeding accordingly to the amount of fish you have, you're not just dumping fish food in there. All day canisters, for sure. Raphael has had that sump and 150. I can say this. I have had algae problems for almost a year. I bought Vibrant within 2 months. That all went away. And now it's been 4 months, no problem. So Vibrant is a all-in-one, like liquid fertilizer. Is that what that is? In a 75, probably as many as you can fit. I don't know, 10 or 15. Peacocks get big. What are they like? This big? 75 is a nice size tank. I have two favorite size tanks. Well, one's a custom tank, so 3. 40 breeder, 75 gallon, and then my 135 cube is beautiful. But I love 75 gallon tanks. You can do so much. You can keep saltwater, freshwater. You can turn it into a giant shrimp planted tank. You can keep predator fish like that, get good size like this. Love 75 gallon tanks. Awesome. Evo Speedy's doing great. I just did a water change the other day. The beauty of working from home is I get to do like fish tank maintenance during the day instead of late night. Finally, kids go to bed, or if my wife's not working, I love hanging out with my wife and watching TV. So if she's home, there's no way I'm doing shit. And then if she's gone and the kids are going to bed, it's too late and I get lazy. But now I work from home, so I got the laptop over here. I'm doing a water change and answering emails. Bop, bop, bop. Very lucky. I am very lucky, for sure. And so is the Evo. It's doing great. Yes, it's liquid. So I don't know. Maybe your tank balanced out. Bought a reef tank with a sump and converted it to freshwater, and I like the sump a lot. Cleaning it is a pain, but you only have to do it every 6 months or so and change the filter floss, etc. Yeah, that's just like with the canister. I'm just not a fan of a sump. Like, it's on the ground. I have to kneel on the ground. It's tough to create a siphon. I've bought one of those like Instagram gas, take the gas out of the canister into your boat things. That's been working great to cleaning out the sump. I just prefer a filter that I can just switch off, the valve, unplug, take the filter. You can bring it outside into a sink, into a tub. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. Take everything out, put it in buckets, clean it out, put it back together. It's brand new, super clean. Love it. Okay. FX6 and FX4 yes, definitely for sure. Red Dead, no problem. That's plenty of filtration. I have one FX6 and a sump on my 135, so you're in great shape. What's up, Michael Van Pelt? Do I recommend a UV sterilizer? No, I used to have one. It shocked me. I came downstairs to feed the fish. My fingers touched the water. It was leaking voltage, and I was like, "Fuck!" I actually have a video of fish keeper screw ups. It's a playlist. Go check it out. I get shocked. It's awesome. Yeah, I mean, digging with Cruzy, everybody's got their preferences, and that's the beauty of the world is you like a sump, I like a canister filter, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Cheers, Michael. X6 is good. Don't forget to share the live stream. I know it's like super late. I just got bored. I'm like, I figured out how to, because I'm not doing this on OBS on my computer. That's not happening. We all know how that goes. The mic doesn't work. The Yeti mic that costs fucking $100 doesn't work. I can't get the video to work when the audio's working. I can't get the audio to work when the video's working. So what I just do is hit go live on my phone. Now I got this new nice present I bought for myself to answer everybody's questions. It's not my 4-year-old's iPad. And voila, you got a live stream. Share it up, folks. See who wants to come on and chat. I need to see some of my boys on here. I have to text Rocky Poo. Timothy's going to check the video out. How is... going down. How's the Fluvo Evo filtration set up? I run ChemiPure Blue in one chamber, one with the heater, and stock filter with biometer in chamber 2. Yep, that's basically how's mine set up. First chamber is just biomedia at the bottom, filter floss on top. Second chamber is the ChemiPure and the big black sponge it comes with. Some filter floss as well. Oh no, polyfilter pad. And then heater and pump in the third chamber. What's up, Trav? What's going on? Thanks, Greg. Mucho gracias. I have been doing a ton of tank maintenance recently. It's been sort of crazy. I have a ritual where, every set date, I have a whiteboard with all the dates of when my filters were cleaned, when the water changes were done, when things were changed out, when they're due, when they're not due. I'm very organized. And it's been great to do it during the day now. I absolutely love it. Like, I was getting to the point where, like, do I need to start just railing it in to just like 1 or 2 tanks? And make them like really self-sufficient because so busy with soccer and working and 4 kids here, everything's everywhere. And then all of a sudden, this shit happens. And now I'm home all the time, which I love. Trust me. A lot of people out there are dying to get back out into the world. I'm fine just staying locked in my house all the time. 100%. As long as this shit gets, whatever I need gets delivered to the house, I don't have to leave ever. Oh, I'm good with it. But so I've been cleaning tanks a little bit more frequently because I have more time to do it. And I have to say the results have been a little bit better. I might start knocking my water change days down like a little bit less, you know, instead of 2 weeks, maybe I'll do 10 days. If the big tank is 6 weeks, maybe I'll do, 4 weeks, maybe I'll do a month. But the results have been good. Thanks, Rad Dad. It depends on the size of the tank. No bigger tanks. Where's also depends on the materials in the filter. Yeah, I mean that's true. You can do whatever you want to the filter. I mean, filters are basically like a blank palette, and whatever you start doing in your filter, if it works for your tank, keep it that way. Clean it on a regular basis. Whenever you need to clean it, replace what needs to be replaced when you start. Like that's why I do everything for the eye test. Is you can look at your tank and be like, looks good, looks good. And then all of a sudden you're like, it doesn't look like it did yesterday. I need to water change and fix it up. It's just that simple, folks. You can visually see when something starts going wrong. It's probably your filtration. You're importing more than you're exporting, and which means it's time to clean your filter. Big time. Working from home is nice, but sometimes the kids make it difficult. My tanks are cleaner than ever, though. Yeah, C2O. C2O. You have no idea. Yeah, well, maybe you do. I don't know how many kids you have. Yes. My wife works nights. I'm home during the day, working from home. I have 4 children. The older boys sort of do their schoolwork. You just have to remind them to get on their meetings, their Zoom meetings. My 6-year-old daughter, I pretty much have right by my side, teaching her how to do everything the whole time. My wife's been great too. She's on. And then you have a 4-year-old who was in preschool doing like ABCs and spelling his first name, and he wants to color, and it's like, daddy, 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 fucking clean up this mess, cook this mess, then clean up this, then do this nonstop. It's cheers to everybody who's able to work from home and is also homeschooling and has kids, because that sucks right now sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. And who's also has a wife who's on the front line in the hospital. This the time just sucks. Like, just bring it back. I just want to fucking go fishing and like go to a concert. Not worry about it, but it's not happening. Cheers. Yep, Craig's got a lot of time to fine tune his tanks. Cheers, Faux Fox. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I'd love to be like, oh, I just got to text this person real quick. Come jump on. But I can't. My phone's there. But I could probably text them on my new fancy machine here. Yeah, for real, C2O. I feel your pain, man. Same thing. I got one kid. I'm in my dining room that's my office because I have 4 kids. And even though my house is big, like every place is taken up. So I'm in my dining room doing my work. My daughter's next to me on a makeshift laptop that I brought back from the dead, doing her Zoom meeting, and I'm trying to teach her. And then my son is on the desk with the desktop doing his Zoom meeting. Then my other son is upstairs on his Chromebook because he's in middle school doing his shit. And then my 4-year-old is running around thinking he has to do shit, all while I'm trying to work. So I'm not complaining because I know legit everybody out there right now is doing the same shit. And I know it sucks, but it is important. My wife is a nurse. She's in the hospital. She has explained to me why is it important. I'm sure everybody has watched all their videos and read up, so I don't need to bitch and complain here. I just like to keep it positive, besides bitching about my kids, because, well, everybody's bitching about their kids right now. Can't wait to dump them off at the Nana and Papa's one day, when the apocalypse closes out. Just gets thrown in the trash can, and you're like, we're free! It's like, okay, you miss your grandkids, see ya in like 2 weeks or 2 months. I don't know. We're all doing our best, folks. We're all doing our best. Who do we got? What do we got? What's going on? My wife is all ready to explode with my kids, but I can't help because I'm still working. All the boat ramps are closed here too in Florida. Yeah, that sucks. Alex has added 2 tanks, so that's just more tanks he has to take care of when this all ends. Thank you, Greg. Yep, Phil Fox, much respect for the frontliners. Anybody have any questions? I didn't really plan on having this live stream go too long. I was just excited to be able to have a quick access to live stream, as well as now a quick access to answering all your comments. It's like super modern era here. Phone, AirPods, MacBook, beers. How many fish can I have in a 40-gallon tank? I don't know what kind of fish you have, so you'd have to tell me that, JR. What's my quarantine routine? Exactly nothing, Alex. I don't quarantine anything. I don't even actually buy fish, really, ever. I've sort of have kept. Oh, look, the arrow crab. I don't know if you can see it, like right here. He's out. He's like, what up? This thing is freaky looking. I love this thing. He comes out once in a while. He's been in the tank for. This guy's probably like almost a year, and He usually hangs on the back side of the tank, and then sometimes he comes to the front, and his friggin' long ass like scissor face nose is like, what's up? What are you doing? I swear, sometimes he scares the other fish. But I learned years ago. I have the base fish. I have 2 clowns, a hawkfish, and a green spotted goby for fish. Every other fish that I've put in this tank gets chased out or dies from bullying. Like, these are the only fish I can keep in this tank, for real. I've tried several times. It's not happening. So, no, I don't have any quarantine routine. Greg Smith wants to see the Blackwater tank. Coral looks like something from Mars. Yeah, I mean, I can show some tanks. Might as well. I won't be able to reply to comments. And then, let's see, what time is it? It's like 11:17, so it's probably about time I pack it up anyway. You guys want to see some tanks? Here we go. Dilly dilly. I'll try to answer the how do I flip this? There we go. I'll try to answer the comments. Oh, look at that. That's what time it goes out. There's the Blackwater. Look at these pothos though. Crazy everywhere. I actually, this tank came out awesome. All the pothos growing like back in here. Just grows. It'll attach itself right to the thing. And then side project. This tank's getting ready to shut down. It's the Evo. Rainbow fish in 55. You can probably keep like 20 Bosemani. This tank's starting to ramp down anyway. GSP on an island. GSP away. Some hammers. Some Zinnia. Duncan. Flower Nem. Gawny. Got some Zoas that seem to be doing okay. Blastos over here. And mushroom top on top. Oh, that one just fell out. Damn bastard. So, I think we'll call it. I will see how that's working. If anybody has any last questions, feel free to shoot them over. I'll answer some. And then we'll call it a night. Thank you, everybody else. Have a great weekend. Throw your questions up if you have any. If not, we peacing out like a trout. Anytime, Michael. Thanks, Alex, Greg, Junior, Enrique, Foxfo, Young Athlete, Timothy, Raphael. What's my experience with online corals? It's here or there. Good night, fellow New England. Yeah, C2O. Oh, sweet. I like salt critters. I like OSA. They also ship great corals, but they're very close to me. Salt critters, I've never had a problem with their corals. Thanks, Raphael. Appreciate it. But I know there's a ton of places out there where you can get, different online corals. Those are the two places I like. Bosemani, all the way. I do like a turquoise and a Pracox rainbow, but Bosemani, that blue and orange just divide the way they get real fat, but their like mouth and eyes are real small. They're very beautiful when they breed and they're running up and down the tank. I love Bosemani rainbows. It's sort of like you'd think somebody would say that, but I really do love them. Very beautiful fish. Do I still have my aquarium box? Just asking. It's been a year that I haven't kept up. No, I started my aquarium box with my co-owners, and then slowly everybody bailed, and then it was just me and Greg for several years, and I just got to a point where I have 4 kids, and Greg has no kids. So while that was sort of his main focus, it wasn't my main focus because I'm constantly running around with these kids. Club soccer, travel soccer, this, that, and whatever. And it became like, I just want to hang with my kids and do their thing, be a good dad. So it was getting in the way. So I sold it, the whole part of my company, to Greg. And I believe he's still running it, hopefully. I think he is. I keep in touch with him here and there, but I don't know how it's doing. I have no part in it anymore. It was a great idea. It was profitable. It was like amazing, but other things in life just are more important, like your family. and I love my family. So that's that answer. I'm still getting used to like the double tap of this MacBook track. Just got one castle through. Should I get more? No, that's good. Yep, soccer is a life right now. Well, not right now, but usually. All right, folks. I am going to go sit up in my recliner. Tonight we watched finally The Rise of Skywalker was available to rent. So we already watched that. I'm gonna go rewatch it and sit in my recliner and pass out there. Wait for my wife to get home at 7:30 tomorrow morning. So I'm out.